up tonight. We could very well end up facing these guys in the postseason. So it's important to learn what we can and show them we're not about to back down. If we get it done here, it'll give us that much more confidence if we see them again. The stakes are raising every day at this point, so I better man up.
Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Looking at the last game for the Phoenix Suns, it was a loss to the Lakers.
And it's a tough game to lose. I mean, they actually put up a pretty solid effort, I thought, but when you're battling for a road win, even when you play hard.
Lure comes in for Markieff Morris, and Warren subbed in for P.J. Tucker. Memphis also making some changes. Brandon Wright's checked in for Randall. Barnes comes in for Green, and it's Udrih in for Allen. So on the floor for Memphis. Wright is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Udrih, then it's Matt Barnes, and it's Conley in at the front.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Gasol a screen. Wright with a screen on Knight. And Udrih hits to Gasol. That's good.
Udrih with the excellent feed that time.
Suns leading by 7.
And Bano Udrih, a 6'3 lefty combo guard out of Yugoslavia. He can run the pick and roll and has really improved from mid-range. Can square up and bury it at a moment's notice.
Shooting for Phoenix.
And Udrih lacks the quickness, Clark, to stay with most point guards defensively.
Yeah, just by a step or two, and that's why he's better defending two guards. He does a much better job when he's matched up with twos versus point guards.
Conley kicks to Wright. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Nobody near Barnes. The three-pointer, no good. The Suns have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Here's Knight. And again, it's the Suns missing.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Pass to Udrih. Wright sets a screen. 4 on the clock. Count the bucket.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Conley against Bledsoe. And Gasol sets it down. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. The Suns making a switch here. Weems is checked in.
Weems.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Lure dishes to Green. Clock at 6. Knight sets the pit for Green. Here's Weems. And it's off the back rim. No good. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
And Udrih kicks to Conley. Memphis moving that ball around. And it's Gasol penetrating. Can't hit from in close.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And he gets it to go. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Conley left side. Now the feed to Gasol. Just 3 on the clock. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Suns lead by 9. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And let's hear from Tyson Chandler. He talked about what he brings to this team.
I do a lot that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. That's what I pride myself on. You know, some nights you're not going to get the ball, but you still can be effective on the floor. Whether that's rebounding, playing defense, hustling, trying to create extra shots for your team. Whatever it is necessary that I feel like help my team get a win.
Chandler has long been the kind of player all coaches want on their team. He's the definition, Greg, of an unselfish player who doesn't care. So the Suns here with a different look. Green, he's checked in for Alex Len. John Lure comes in for Markieff Morris. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Sonny Weems. Then for the Grizzlies, Marc Gasol is checked in for Randolph. Barnes comes in for Courtney Lee. And it's Conley in for Udrih. Bledsoe and nine at the backcourt. Green is out there with John Lure. And it's Warren in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Fellas, the rebounding has been very strong. Excellent so far. Putbacks are very valuable, and they're getting some.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Lakers stepped up to deliver. He finished with 8 points, and the basket seemed pretty big to him. He didn't miss a whole lot all night. His coach said that this was just the kind of game they needed from him as they make their postseason push. Every contribution helps, guys.
And Doris, thank you so much. He couldn't have been much better in that game, could he, GA?
Not at all. He was great. I mean, that's for sure. If he wasn't at his best, he was awfully close.
Guys, he came to compete and win. Let's hope he's got that same attitude, that same energy, that same swag here tonight.
Conley against Bledsoe. And here's Barnes for 3. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Barnes has got his second bucket of the night.
And the Grizzlies played so well against all the other playoff teams. Part of it is that they just have a style that matches up well with anyone.
Conley against Bledsoe. Goes back up. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Shooting one. You know, that's the thing with the Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, there isn't a team that gives them too much trouble anywhere in the league. They're good at home and on the road. They're used to playing in tight, low-scoring games, and they create that situation with their deliberate style.
And it's Conley penetrating, and the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, that's the second foul, and he does not want to pick up number 3 here. That'll mess your game up for sure.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Randolph is checked in. 26 seconds left to play here in the half. Randolph a screen. Top of the key, Conley. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
That's 2 straight quick 3-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
Bledsoe gets the screen from Green. No good from Bledsoe.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Suns on top, up 2. It's been a back-and-forth game so far with no... He's making some changes. Green, he's checked in for Chandler. Lure comes in for Markieff Morris. And Warren subbed in for P.J. Tucker. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Wright, he's checked in for Randolph. And it's Udrih in for Mike Conley. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Allen and Green are the wings. Brandon Wright is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Udrih in at the point guard position. Allen drives in. And that one's good. Tony Allen.
And when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one matchup that favors him.
Well, you wouldn't know it with that finish, I tell you. I mean, that took a little bit of creativity right there.
Here's Lure. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up.
Now Udrih. He's got 8. Gasol up top. Memphis moving it around. Allen kicks to Gasol. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Udrih in the corner. Lets it go with the 3. Offensive rebound.
And you gotta love the effort. I mean, he battles just as hard on the inside as he does on the perimeter.
At the end of the third, the score is all even. Both teams absolutely filling it up. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Phoenix has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Bledsoe and Knight of the backcourt. Warren is out there with John Hoop. And it's Green in at the center. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Green, the screen. From the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Green's got his 6th rebound on the night. A shot by Knight, no good. Memphis trailing here. Here's Conley. Gasol, a screen on Knight. Conley into the lane. And finished off by Gasol.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Conley with it. Now guarded by Bledsoe. Pass to Green. Here's Randolph. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
You don't see many tall.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Good looking screen by Gasol. Conley, the pass to Gasol. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work him over the rest of the game.
The jump hook. Randolph can't hit.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
And that's an intentional foul.
That's his 4th personal foul. At the line of the Suns.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking. Several teams changing it up here. And he does get the second one. And that increases their lead to 6.
And now, your Suns dancers!
Knight dishes to Green. To the left wing. Morris kicks it to Tucker. From past the arc. So it's Memphis picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall.
Cece.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you again.
My pleasure.
Freak. Great game last night.
That's what I do, right?
Indeed. Have a seat. Pagnotti.
How you doing?
Thought you'd be selling used cars by now.
Funny, comedian. I thought you would have invested in some new clothes, being a team owner and all. I see you still rocking that Goodwill look.
Freak, what are you hanging around with this guy for? You know he's bad company, right?
Got no choice. He helps me pay the bills. Plus, our mother loves him.
Thank you all for coming by on such short notice.
You're welcome.
So you know why we're here, right?
Not really.
You want to negotiate an extension for Freak, right?
Well, since you mentioned it, your client is quickly becoming a liability for this organization.
We've already put a plan in place that's going to address all your concerns and issues.
Let me finish. Thank you. Myself, the front office, and the coaches are not satisfied with the adjustments you've made in your life off the court. I personally warned you about the company you keep, and we're fed up with the late nights and showing up late to shoot-arounds and the bad press and the incident at the nightclub. I told you Vic was going to be your downfall, and I was right. Something has to change now, or we're not going to need your services any longer.
If this is about that Twitter stuff, Vic was playing. Okay, it was a joke.
It's not about that. It's everything.
But like I told you before, Vic is my best friend. I can't just cut him off. He's practically family.
Not really.
What exactly are you trying to say?
I'm not trying to say anything, Dom. I'm saying it. Freak and his friend Vic are a problem for me and this organization. And I called you in here to figure out how we all together can fix this problem. And right now, I'm only seeing one solution.
I agree that Freak may need to make some adjustments in his personal life off the court, but that's a learning process. We both know that. But this almost sounds like a threat. And Dom Pagnotti doesn't take too kindly to threats. Is this a threat?
Call it what you will.
We all know that Vic is a problem. The only person who doesn't seem to realize that is my brother. I'm sorry, bro, but enough is enough.
I don't have a problem with what you're saying. I have a problem with how you're saying it. Now, I know we can come to some understanding without all the ultimatums or threats.
Can we all come to a understanding, a compromise?
No more compromises. I already warned Freak. I told you. Don't be a hero. Cut that zero. It's cut Vic loose, or we trade Freak. It's that simple.
Fine, we'll go sign with another team.
Good luck with that, Pagnotti. Because of Vic, Freak's reputation precedes him.
No, because of Freak's God-given talent, his reputation precedes him.
Everybody's been talking. Dom, you know how this works. This is not about you and me and our history. This is about your client. Help him.
You talking as if I'm invisible. You talking around me, about me, but not to me. Vic has always had my back. And I've given this team everything I got. I practice hard. I play hard. Yeah, some nights I got it, some nights I don't. Some days I might even show up a little late to shoot-arounds. But every time I'm on that court, I've always given my best. And I see how it is, though. I mean, us players got to be loyal to you, but you don't have to be loyal to us players. Try to give me some father and son talk, talking about how you love your players and how you look up for them. Come on, man. You trying to cut me off like you cut off Izzy. Don't you have people loyal to you no matter what? People you can't cut off? Well, that's me and Vic. Vic and me. Y'all insist, really. They could tell me stop hanging with Vic. What makes you think they won't tell me stop talking to you? You remember in 7th grade, some guys were trying to jump me over some girl. Vic was the one to get some friends just to walk me home. And when they came, we went at it, but I wasn't alone. When I got my scholarship, it was Vic who put the word on the streets that nobody should mess with me because I had a future. Vic was protecting me. And sir, I know Vic is crazy. But before all the hype and the lights, media, fans, it was just me and Vic. He's always been there. I mean, if y'all don't like that, I don't know what to say.
It hurts me to say this, but I see his point. What you don't understand is that the league doesn't have your back anymore. Not like they used to. They try, but it's too much. Social media has changed everything. And this last incident with Vic, that was the final straw.
It was a joke.
It wasn't funny. You know it wasn't a joke. Vic was defending you, stepping in to protect your honor by attacking another teammate like that? Talking about his manhood, his wife, his kids, his family, so you can be the big dog on the court? That's uncalled for.
And they all know your relationship with Vic, so they think it's coming from you.
But that's the media blowing everything out of proportion as usual.
It's not just the media. He's attacking other players, other teams. He's out of control. Vic just doesn't know how to behave.
We got guys on our squad who don't want to be here because of that beef. There is no place for that kind of inappropriate behavior in this league. If you can't trust your teammates, who can you trust?
What Vic is doing isn't right. He's bringing you down, and people can see it. I see how all the other players are looking at you. Oh, it's not cool. It's not cool at all.
What, don't talk to him? Don't hang with him?
You do what you got to do. That's your call. But let me tell you this. You asked me if I had friends that I couldn't cut off? Yeah, I did for a while. Friends, business partners, girlfriends, wives, family that I thought I couldn't cut off. But I learned that sometimes you got to make the hard decisions. I mean, some of these people, they were just bad for me. They were bringing me down. They weren't making me better. They were good for the time that they were there, but I grew up. Not in age and maturity, but in mind and spirit. I was ready for the next level in my life. And I'll be honest with you, I've been on the receiving end of that. I've been cut off before myself, and yeah, it hurt at the time. But looking back, they were doing the right thing for me. Just don't tell my ex-wife that, Pagnotti.
So what's the next move?
The next move is Freaks. It always has been. Question is he ready and willing to do what needs to be done?
This is messed up.
You take a moment to think about it, but think long, think wrong. The snafu should have been cleaned up a long time ago. With or without you, we got games to win.
Freak, you gotta handle your business.
Okay, we've all said our piece. You might cut me off as your manager, but I will always be your sister. Twin, this is on you. I might not like it, but I will respect any decision you make. Yvette, please.
Cece.
Yvette,
Where's Dom?
I had him call you.
Why?
I'm gonna cut right to the chase. My brother is deeply in love with you, and I'm ready to put our differences aside if you are.
Really?
On a string.
I'm with it.
Team Freak.
Team Freak.
All right, so if you're gonna be down with the team, I gotta show you the dap.
The dap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at this.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, shoot,
Shoot.
swish.
Swish.
Yeah. Again.
Like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay. 1, 2, 3,
Swish. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like that.
Cool, right?
Yeah.